this is the most effective breakfast to fix bloating for women over 40. At the root, bloating is caused by one of these three things: gas buildup due to microbiome imbalance, water retention due to inflammation, or slow digestion due to nervous system stress. Simply put, either something is leaking, something's stuck, or your gut is reacting due to dysregulation. But why does bloating get worse after 40? First, estrogen drops. Estrogen plays an important role in maintaining the integrity of our gut lining. When it declines, the tight junction between our intestinal cells loosens, and this allows food particles and toxins leak through, which causes immune responses, water retention, and bloating. Number two, cortisol rises. With less estrogen, our body produces more cortisol for longer. High level of cortisol suppresses our digestive function. It slows down motility, tightens our diaphragm, and keeps us in fight or flight. This means our food moves slower, which leads to more fermentation, more gas, and more bloating. Third, our microbial diversity. After decades of restrictive diet, stress, antibiotics, and hormonal shifts, all this chips away our microbiome diversity. And this diversity is exactly what we need to regulate our gut and estrogen metabolism. Without it, it gives us more reactions and more bloating. So it's not just about what we eat, but also the state our body is in when we are eating. Since bloating after 40 is caused by a weakened gut lining, slow digestion, hormonal shifts, and microbiome imbalance, then the solution wouldn't be cutting out more food, but to actually understand what our body needs in order to function healthily again. And at the fundamental level, here is what it needs: short chain fatty acids, especially butyrate, to help feed our cells that lines our intestine and to reseal a leaky gut. Diverse probiotic strains to help rebalance our microbiome diversity and regulate gas, inflammation, and estrogen detox. Fermented nutrients and enzymes to help release our digestive burden and to break down food for them before to even reach to our gut. And lastly, nervous system care, because digestion only happens when our body is not in stress mode. That's why for bloating to go away, restriction is not the key. It happens when our body feels safe to digest, to eliminate, and to regulate by itself. So, to fix bloating, our body needs short chain fatty acids, diverse probiotics, digestive enzyme, and nervous system support. Is there one food that delivers all of this in a single elegant form? And the answer is yes: sheep kefir. Sheep kefir is a fermented full fat dairy that has been used for centuries in places like Georgia and the Middle East, where women traditionally experience fewer digestive and menopausal symptoms. It is made from fermenting sheep milk with dozens of living bacteria strains and yeast, which transform the milk into this probiotic, enzyme rich, and nutrient dense food that is incredibly easy to absorb. It's naturally high in butyrate and other SCFAs to repair the gut lining. It contains up to 60 probiotic strains to restore microbiome balance and regulate gas. It's made from K2 casein, not like K1 from most cow milk. It's easier to digest and less inflammatory, and it's lower in lactose, often tolerated even when people have sensitivity to dairy. And it's rich in bioactive peptides, compounds that shown to reduce inflammation and calm the immune system. In simple terms, it gives us exactly the raw materials to stop bloating from the root. So let's take a look at what sheep kefir actually do inside our body. Number one, it repairs our gut lining. During the fermentation process of kefir, it produces short chain fatty acids, especially butyrate, which directly feeds and strengthens our cells of our intestinal gut lining. It restores microbiome balance. Unlike store-bought yogurt, sheep kefir contains a diversity of probiotic strains, which helps balance our gut flora and regulate gas production. Number three, it helps estrogen metabolism. Our gut plays a major role in clearing excess estrogen through specific processes, and sheep kefir directly feeds these microbes that break down and clear excess estrogen. And as we know, excess estrogen are often reabsorbed by our body in a toxic or inflammatory form, leading to water retention, gas buildup, and hormonal overwhelm. Lastly, it calms our nervous system. Fermented foods such as sheep kefir directly stimulates the vagus nerve and shift us into rest and digest mode. In fact, there are many studies that have proven this. In a 2019 clinical study, menopausal women were consumed kefir daily for 8 weeks and saw significant improvements in sleep quality, anxiety levels, and overall quality of life. In another menopausal model animal studies, kefir has been shown to prevent bone losses, reduce gut inflammation, improve glucose metabolism, and decrease markers of intestinal immune stress. And in a 2023 study published in Nutrients, sheep kefir outperformed both cow and goat milk in probiotic survival through stimulated digestion, preservation of microbiome activity, and nutrient bioavailability. This means that sheep kefir doesn't only sound good on paper, it delivers exactly what our body needs. And lastly, in a 2020 study on fermented milk and IBS, kefir was shown to reduce bloating, improve mood, and restore balance in microbiota gut brain axis, which reinforces that fermented food doesn't only help our gut, it also helps our whole system to regulate itself. So, how can you actually use sheep kefir to fix bloating after 40 and to support your hormone, digestion, and nervous system? First, choose an unsweetened sheep kefir. If possible, choose organic or raw, and start with half cup and build it up. Especially if your gut is sensitive, then choose a couple of the followings: sesame seeds or a swirl of tahini. Sesame seeds is rich in calcium, zinc, and ligands, which adds gentle, warming fat. Then chia seeds, which is full of soluble fibers, cacao, pomegranate seeds, or blueberries. These are rich in antioxidants and polyphenols, which are so great for our digestion. Pinch of mineral rich salt. This does not only add a depth of taste, but also help us to balance our electrolyte and vagus nerve tone. And if you're craving something savory, then make it into a yogurt dip. A swirl of tahini, a dash of olive oil, and some finely chopped herbs such as mint, parsley, then add some finely chopped cucumber and pair it with your favorite eggs, and there you go. Consume this as breakfast, ideally within 60 to 90 minutes of waking. Why? Because cortisol is naturally high in the morning. So, taking this with calming fat, minerals, probiotics help our body to shift into digest mode. And eat this winning combo 3 to 5 times a week, and you will notice immediately way less bloating, water retention, and gas buildup. If you have a history of consistent bloating, it's not because your body is broken, it's that our body needs specific food to help it to reset. And now you know exactly what to do. Leave me in the comments down below how you are going to eat this sheep kefir and your favorite recipe, and I'll personally test all of them. I love you, and menopause is your second spring.